Hello there, I'm Cheryl. Welcome welcome back to the Whole Bucket. I would like to introduce you to a project called How Do You Do and invite you to participate because we've done 2 other rounds of How Do You Do. This will be the 3rd, and this is the first one anyone can participate in. It's kind of exciting. Okay, so how do you do? The first round was I put together a bunch of packages from stuff that you might see behind me or stuff that's over there or in the next room. Anything that I had around my studio that I had a bunch of, I put together in some boxes and sent it out to some fellow artisans and said, here, let's do this little experiment. All of us will have exactly the same thing, but other than that, there are 0 rules about what you do with it, what you make with it, what you add to it, what you subtract from it. No rules at all. So use the things that I sent you in whatever way, quantities, projects you wish. Add whatever you want to it of your own stuff, right? And then at the end, let's see how we took the same things and did very different things to it. Or what did we do the same? What did we do different? If we did stuff the same, how was it unique to us? Or did we end up with anything that was exactly the same? The answer is no. We did not end up with anything that it was exactly the same. So, round 2 was the other folks that were participating wanted to contribute, which was super cool. So, I got packages from everybody, and we said donate 8 of the same item to the cause. So, they actually sent, bless them, they actually sent a lot of things. Not just one thing, right? But they could send whatever they wanted. And they were excited to participate, and it was awesome. And we ended up with this big pack of such eclectic stuff. And then I divvied it back out, like I divided everybody's stuff into the 8 separate packages. I even packed up mine as if I were going to mail it, so I couldn't see what was what, because there were some variances, right? Like, there were bird buttons, but some of the birds might have had a different pattern on them. And I didn't want anything affecting how I made choices. So, wrapped them all up identical, sorted them out and divided them to all identical. And then we did round 2. And again, fabulous things came out of it. So, I wanted to try a different way. This is like, it is different, but it's not different than a lot of other collaborations that you'll see. Because you basically do the same thing. It's the way it's presented and the thoughts afterward that are what's different. So I wanted to find a way that we could film the process, because part of the problem with the 2 ways we did it already was that you had to keep it a secret what you were doing. There's no collaborating. You have to do it uninfluenced, because the whole point of it is, what do you do different than what another person does, right? So, this time, we're taking a digital kit, and the only rule for this project is that you have to post your first video on or as near to on or after November 1st. And your first video has to say what you intend to do with your digital kit, or at least the bulk. Okay, so nobody's perfect, life changes, things change, And this is a busy time of year. So say you get really excited and you want to participate and you're like, oh goody, I'm going to so do this great big thing. And then life happens. Oh, well, okay, scale it down, change your mind. Totally allowed. You just thought, oh, I wasn't going to participate very much. I was just going to make this little thing because I thought it might be fun to give it a try. And then all of a sudden you find yourself with lots of time on your hands. Scale it up. As long as you do your best to follow through with that first thing that you said in some way or another, or talk a little bit about your change and what made you change, because, I mean, part of life is how we end up with the things that we do with what we do. I don't think that was a correct sentence, but I think you know what I meant. So anyway, flexibility is supposed to be fun, zero pressure, right? But it's the same concept. So use the hashtag, how do you do? And if you want to participate too, let us know that you're participating too down in the comments below. I'll put the link to the kit so you can take a peek at it. Good grief. You can take a peek at the digital kit. Wow. Okay. Whatever I was trying to say to you just went completely out of my brain. Did you see that? I mean, it was there and then it was blank. Nothing. Okay, so, oh, here. Gosh, I almost forgot what I was doing. Okay, I'm going to switch camera views so you can take a look at what it is we're working with and you can decide. Okay, links to this kit. Description box below. There we go. Links to all the other ladies that are participating in the collaboration group will be below. Link to this kit. Let me show you what's in it. This is called a layering piece. So it looks a lot like a page. It looks a lot like a card. But the point is that you can make anything that you want out of this. And there's this whole section in the kit of these layering pieces. Make tuck spots, make pockets, make decorations, make cards, turn it into pages, whatever, right? Use it as a background for a mixed media project. Use it as a background for a diorama. Here's some ones that are intended to be pages in a journal. Of course, this is all do what you want, so they don't have to be pages in a journal, but here's what they look like. This particular one is called Tea Time. We chose it because it's got lovely colors. It does feel autumn, but it certainly isn't strictly autumn. And it's cozy. I mean, this is cozy season for a lot of us, right? We're in autumn or we're in spring, depending on which hemisphere you're in. But both of those can be cozy season. Lots of pages. I think this is the last one. All right. And then we have a bunch of tags. And another page of tags. Oops. And an upside down page of stamps. Or tiny cards. Or tiny book covers. Or, you know, the oars go on and on. We have some circles also upside down. Looks like I might have the whole rest upside down. Let's give that a try. Alright, so some circles, background stuff for whatever. Here are some little tea poem lines and some blank ones. They look like menu boards, don't they? A set of smaller cards. And another set. This is another thing we liked about it, that it was kind of by the fire and reading and library-ish. What did I do here? Hang on a sec. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Things that you have with your coffee. That must be a pavlova cake. tarts, desserts, pastries, cookies. Yum. What do you have with your tea? What kind of tea do you like? Do you not like tea? Maybe you hate tea. I don't know. Who hates tea? I'm sure there are people. Actually, my mother doesn't care for tea, but she tries to be a tea drinker. So she'll try new teas all the time. And then she'll like it for a minute, and then she'll decide she doesn't like it. And then she'll try again later. Some recipe card looking bits, right? So I'm not sure what you want to do with these, but that's what they look like to me. Alright, now we get to some fussy cuts. I think there's 2 pages of fussy cuts. 3 pages of fussy cuts. Some smaller tags yet. Or smaller cards yet, I should say. And then we have some background papers. Or, I mean, just papers, you know. 1, 2, I think there's 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. I was correct. There are 6 background papers. That's a lot of stuff. This is a big kit, and it does not cost very much. It is fairly budget friendly. So this is the thing. How do you do? If you want to participate, get yourself this digital, print it out, think about what you might or might not want to do. Make a commitment to at least one part so that that's the part that we'll compare. Like, how did you first think about this thing? What did you first decide to make? And how did it go? And that's what we'll be comparing when we take a look at what everybody's doing. Past that first thing, if you decide to do more, keep going with the hashtag how do you do, because then we'll see how people progress or don't progress with the kit and what they make with it. But feel free to join in this time. I'm hoping a lot of people do, and everyone's invited to play along. Play along at home, kids. I do all my videos kind of on the fly, so if I forgot anything, I will post another video. And if you have any questions, leave a comment, leave a question, you know, all the things in the thingy below, and I will get back to anybody and everybody I can, so that things are pretty clear and that we know what we're doing. Anywho, I hope you can join us in How Do You Do for November. Bye!